Welcome to the Cult Kitchen! On today's episode, we're bringing you a little segment we like to call Internet Chef. So the recipe we have for you today comes via Tasty. This was a recommendation from somebody on Facebook. Don't remember your name. I'm not going to look it up. We're going to make buffalo chicken pull-apart bread. So you use some like pizza dough and some shredded chicken and cheese and shit. You put it together, you put it in a bread loaf thing, you make pull-apart bread.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. Step one is that we mix our chicken goop together. And this is basically, this recipe's super easy. Super easy, it looks delicious, I hope it's good. About 2 cups of shredded chicken.
Ooh.
Next, you got 2.5 cups of shredded pepper jack cheese, only the finest pepper jack. You don't want to use all of it in there because you need to top some of it extra, so most of it, about 2 cups. And then you have a 1/4 cup of scallions. Boop. To top it all off, this is what makes it buffalo style. You got that wang sauce. Now you can go with whatever kind of wangs you like, but we're just going the easy route, which is the Frank's pre-made buffalo sauce. In case you didn't know, that's just their normal Frank's with a bunch of butter in it.
Is that what it is?
Yep, and it costs $3 more for less.
Oh, I've been buying that shit.
And you mix that all together. The recipe is very unclear at this point how you do this, because it says use 2 of these, and then it says lay out your sheets and make a 5x3 grid of squares. But it doesn't say if you're like supposed to stack these on top of each other or if you're making 30 total squares. It's very vague. So I think what it means is 30 total squares. I don't know if you're double layering. You're supposed to. I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
They keep it vague just in case you hate it. They're like, oh no, you should have done it the other way.
Yeah. This looks about 1/3.
So you said the recipe calls for 2 canisters?
Yeah. Don't question me. This is them that did this. 5. We need 5. Why is it odds? It's easier to cut evens. You got your squares, and then this is where you make your assembly. You just put some of this shit on one of these shits, and then you stack them together. That's like as easy. That's as easy as peasy. You put an extra layer of cheese on top. Stacking. You stack them. And then, what you do after you have your buttered pan thing, I guess you call this a pan, you just kind of stack it in there.
So would it be better if you
Yeah,
set it
put that up on end.
I'm doing it exactly as the recipe shows it. Do not question the recipe. This is where it becomes the pull apart, because each layer is going to be super thin. And then, all we do is repeat the process. There we are!
Yay, now there's cheese in the bottom of it.
Yeah!
Oh, it does look cool.
Final step here. Oven's already to temp. We're just going to throw it in there for 40 minutes, I believe. I'll look at the recipe so I know. But I'll just throw it in there. Come on, quit spilling. Quit spilling!
Woo! Goodbye, little one. We will see you soon.
Our pull-apart bread's been cooking for 50 minutes. That's the max time the recipe says. So I'm taking it out. Better be done.
There we has it.
We got our pull-apart bread over here, and we're going to try to very carefully get it out of our container.
But very carefully.
Come on, you motherfucker! Get out of there! Get out of there!
Ooh.
Let's try this thing. It feels a little tender in the center. Like, I'm not sure how done the center is going to be, but 50 minutes! If this isn't done, it's not on us, it's on the recipe. That's what we're here to prove. Does the recipe work?
Yeah, it's nice action.
That's interesting.
It's not the, like, sauciest piece ever, but it's cool. Dip.
Yeah, dip into that cool ranch. It'll cool it down.
I would say that works out pretty well. It's pretty good. You got a good contrast between the top of the pull-apart bread that's all nice and crunchy and crispy, And then like the insides of it are kind of flaky and soft.
Some contrast.
It's almost spicy. Maybe it could use a little bit more spice. Maybe.
Maybe throw some more of that Frank's in there with that ranch.
Yeah, could do that. Something optional you could do is like put jalapenos in there, like chopped up jalapenos and add it to the mix. I think that'd be pretty good. I'm not double dipping, it's the butt end. I'm not too disappointed in that. It is a little bready when you think about it. But bread's in the name, so it makes sense. I think I could eat the whole thing. And I might.
Let's see. I think that's cheese. It kind of tasted like raw dough.
Uh-oh.
I think it's a little bit of both. Okay, with the ranch, it's really, really good. It seems like the farther you're getting into it, the soggier the middle is. So I'll be curious as to whether or not the dough is actually done in the middle.
I'm going to be taking my piece from the that end, too.
Yeah, see, like, this is... That's just dough there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like there's enough goop in the middle of it that the dough didn't really cook all that well. Like, it's sort of passable because there's so much cheese and gunk in the middle of it, but I bet this would be good if it wasn't raw dough. I can't eat any more of that.
Oh, wow. It is pretty soft. And that is just like, I think that's just the dough. Yeah. Let's get all that on here. It's nice, yeah. I like the flavors. I do get the notion that it's underdone, though. Yeah, the end pieces looks like they crisped up real nice. But all this part in the middle here, so maybe, I don't know, is it lower and slower?
I don't know.
Faster
If you let that sit in there too much longer, the top is gonna burn.
Yes.
Because it's on the edge.
Yeah. So maybe cover it and then cook it?
Yeah.
Or something?
Boil it, let it cook for another probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, let it vent, though. Like, if it's just like steaming under there, then it's gonna get all real mushy. Let me try a piece of this end piece, too. It needs more time. That's about it. Yeah, I just have to find some way to compensate with the top of it from getting too overdone. But if you can do that, I think this would be a great recipe. It's just a little doughy where it's at right now, and I should know. Ooh, I know all about doughy. But yeah.
What we've discovered is, like every other internet recipe, there's an issue with timing.
Yes.
If not temperature.
Little extra fudge.
Fudge factor on this is, I think it's pretty big, because that needs to go in for like another 20.
Yeah, at least. Like, maybe put it in upside down.
Uh-huh.
Put it in upside down so that you're not cooking the top of it so much and that the bottom of it gets nice and crispy.
Well, it makes me wonder if they actually really eat any of these things that they make. If they're like, let's just throw this shit together. It'll make a great video.
Yeah.
Well, the end of it's delicious, but then it's like, oh yeah, well, we didn't think about the middle being fucking goop still.
You get that cross section, baby. It's all about the cross section. Look, if I pulled this apart right now, no matter how gooey it is in there, you're gonna be like, oh god, it looks delicious.
Yeah,
meanwhile, I'm over here like,
oh, that's not cheese, that's fucking
yeah,
dough.
yeah, that's just raw ass dough, baby, and we're all gonna get sick.
Yeah, and that's the problem with these minute-and-a-half fucking Facebook videos, is because you're not seeing anybody actually try the food. Nobody's reviewing it. They're just like, here's a fucking recipe, good luck. Yeah. And that's why we're here, folks. That's why CultMoo is here, testing out these recipes for you.
Doing the science for you. So thank you so much for coming to Cult Kitchen, where we made some other kind of pull-apart bread. Yeah, it's a thing that happens every now and then. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, check out all the socials, check me out on Twitch, and join us next time when we cook up something else that's really weird and stuff that people like. Why not?
Yeah. Thanks for watching.